Hello, my name's Andrew Godsoll. I'm quite new to this YouTube videoing. I've done a few videos on various subjects, a couple of which have been about my recently published novel, Alice's Adventures in Fantasyland, which takes the story of Alice in Wonderland and moves it from the Victorian era with a story about a child into a story about an adult called Alice in the current era. So what I thought I'd do is reaching for the book. Just show you the cover. There's the front cover. Hopefully you can see that. Within the story, within the novel, there's like a short sub story which I thought I'd have a go at reading out. And we'll see how it goes. Sometimes my videos last longer than I think they will, so we'll see how short we can keep this one without too many digressions. Yes, there'll probably be digressions. I went to see Patti Smith many years ago in concert, and she started off the concert by reading one of her poems. Now, she'd been reciting this poem at that time for about 20 years, I think. I better not mention the title. It's that poem, you know, the one that was on the first single. That one, yes, that's the one, if you know. And I was quite surprised that she actually stood and read it out of the book, a book, rather than sort of, I thought she knew it all. Anyway, so that's my excuse if I have to look at the book when I'm telling this story. Anyway, it's called Absinthe, for reasons that are about to become clear. He was British, she was French, a femme fatale like the woman in the song by Lou Reed. Or was the song about Lou loving Nico, who was German? I digress, as I often do. Now, the French lady charmed the British man with sophisticated clothes, perfume, drink, mostly drink, absinthe, French liqueur, nicknamed the Green Fairy, green and magical like fairy liquid. Now, the protagonist of the story was called Phillip. He was a He was a paperback writer, writing novels inspired by the Beatles. Sometimes he rambled and got the beginning, middle, and end of stories mixed up. Now, you're wondering whether this person could possibly have any connection with myself. Yes, he possibly can. Anyway, the story of the French lady was a favourite. Philip first tasted absinthe in Paris. He got talking to a lady in a bar. She suggested he try the magical drink. He asked her name. She said, "No, I'm not going to attempt to do a French accent, and certainly not a French accent of a French lady." Though I do sometimes lapse into all sorts of weird and wonderful accents. Anyway, what she said was, it could be Helaine or Jacqueline or Isabel or Capucine or Amy or Veronique or Cecile. And she teased him a bit, and then she said, "My name is Helaine, like Helen of Troy, wife of Paris." The drink was intoxicating. Philip was aware of Helaine's perfume. Philip was not as sophisticated as he hoped to be. Was that a type of pencil? To be pencil? Yeah, all right. Okay. Got where I was now. He liked her perfume. He didn't recognise it. The perfume added to the allure of Helaine. Her mysterious beauty also helped. She reminded him of Vesper in Casino Royale, the James Bond novel. Helaine disappeared. Philip drank more absinthe and thought about her too much. Now, sometime between Philip meeting Helaine and her disappearing, they had a whirlwind. Not doing well when we pronounce it. It's late now. I've got cold covered on as well. They had a whirlwind romance. It was like James and Vesper, or Betty Blue and Zorg. If you've seen the film Betty Blue, if you have, it's amazing. If you haven't, you should see it. It is. Anyway, again, I'm not supposed to be digressing, am I? Too much. Bridget Jones and Mark Darcy, whichever characters from a novel turned into a film you prefer. He didn't expect her to disappear, and when she did, he didn't know what to do. So he drank too much of the green stuff and yearned for her. Philip told the story about himself and Helaine to many people, too many across the years. People asked what it all meant. He would stare long and longingly into his drink, and eventually he'd get to the point. Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder. Good night. Bye.